Well, boy, she runs. That's 9:43, so that's not all that late. But hey, dude, it's been a long time. I just haven't had anything to. I just haven't had anything to record or any time to. I've been working ever since probably shortly after the last video there. But things have changed, and I'm trying to hang up my air hose here while I talk. So things have changed. I got this Toyota on the road, and the flatbed all built. I'm not sure if I have a video of the flatbed, to be honest. I think the last thing we did is to get that exhaust made, and there at the end we had a video clip. Maybe not the last video, but the next to last one, they had a video clip of us ramming around in the field. And now it's 5,000 miles later, and it is August, in fact. And yeah, nice wrap, nice coil job, nice coil. Anyway, so yeah, so now it's August and 5,000 miles later, and I need an alignment. It's starting to chew the inside edge of the tires. But let's show this garage again. Nothing's really changed. The 16 horse 1282 is still sitting there. 1282 paint cabinet, drill press. I broke the table off on it because it's junk. I got a Husky with slowy leaks that I mow with. My old 1620 from last year, that exists. And the whole shop floor, oh, you see the 1200, I got that. And that motor, the motor pan bolts are torn out. And I'll have to pull the motor and change the pan, and then that tractor might need valve things and stuff. But yeah, it's a mess in here. Really a mess. Sled's still in the corner. Oh, there's the mower. I got the kids. Wow, I hate this camera like this. But anyway, trying to figure out where to go with this Cub Cadet mower that the deck was cracked that I welded. The sled that's mostly put together but still doesn't run. And then everything else is a couple park tractors I parted out, some scrap, and here's the wagon I built it out of it's on a pair of Cub Cadet frame rails and steering. I hate this. There's a hitch and all that. So that needs to be bolted down and painted. And tires need to be fixed. Probably paint the wheels sometime. Probably have to work on it at night. Well, here's the old Yoda. What we're doing tonight is fuel injectors. Yes, fuel injectors. I'll give you a look in the engine bay. Down in there is the pink injectors. Try and move you guys around so you can see. I wish I could flip my camera so bad right now, but I'll just hold it. Yep, there's the truck. And there's the old plywood box I built. But here's a flatbed. Got, oh, you can see over there now. Back rack off of some other junk that it had, and homemade bumper, license light. I would in fact love to put my light, turn my light off here and get that. Maybe take the battery out so the kids don't destroy it. So we'll run the battery down to nothing. Allergies. Anyway, I'm tired. I really am. I would love to put this camera on the back of the truck on like a three-legged stand. I had a three-legged stand here. I thought about using the three-legged stand and just taping it to the flatbed so we can get you guys a nice sounded exhaust, which I would personally love to hear. But the thing broke, and also this is my good phone, so I can buy these pretty cheap, so I could buy a couple more and just use a phone that's not in service. Trying to get my head out of the light here. Alright, so yeah, I don't dare to, and I'm not gonna buy a GoPro because I don't know, these phones here seem to be better than GoPros. Probably except for like being hit by rocks and trees and stuff. Probably except for that, the recording quality is higher and the sound quality is better. So that would be what I'd love to do, because it sounds, you know, it's pretty droney in the cab, but it sounds pretty good with the windows open. I like putting around at about 2,000 RPM, so it sounds like a Caterpillar tractor out plowing. That's what it takes to get me going. So anyway, to recap kind of what we're doing here is I'm just gonna go over here and sit in the truck, I guess. I'm gonna shut the hood here. It runs about average. Yeah, I took the camera along one time. Oh wow, we're running 10-to-1 air to fuel ratio. Oh, I also got this gauge. Try and get you in close. Oh, another thing. Try and get you to the check engine light there. It's throwing a check engine light because I have the Magnum tuning thingamabobber, so I can adjust the air fuel ratio to get it. Right now I should probably get to, yep, we're fully warm. So these trucks have a, well, what I was saying about the Magnum tuning thing is if you lean the engine out too hard, it'll get a code for that. But right now, yeah, this is a pain because I can't see either. that's dead lean. Dead lean. It's still sitting at 9.9 to 10.5. Well, now it's at 11.2. $10.8, $10.7. Probably what's happening is, I'm just gonna leave it at dead lean. But probably what's happening is well, there's a check engine for, okay, there we go, two-wheel drive again like I'm supposed to be. There's a check engine light for the rear water temp sensor, and that's located on the back of the head, right tight against the firewall, which runs the engine computer. So I've been getting check engine light for low coolant, or not enough, too cold of a temperature to run closed loop or open loop, whatever it's called. So I got a sensor coming in the mail, and I suppose we're gonna have to park the thing downhill somewhere and then take off whatever we need to take off to get to the rear back of the head. There's only about an inch of space between the back of the head and the firewall, and get that sensor out so I can clear my engine codes and so I can tune my engine. Oh, now we're up at 12.7, and the truck likes that a lot better. It was literally smoking, especially cold right off the hop before it warmed. Well, I could live with, now it's at 13, I could live with 13. I could live with that. Before I changed the injectors, I could, if I moved the screw, I moved it to all the way to lean, it would actually go 19 and it would die. It would die if you let off the gas. It would die at stop signs, anytime you shifted forward to reverse. Yeah, really a pain. But if you lean on the fuel, like if you accelerated up a hill, that would jump back to 13 and it would be fine. And then as soon as you let off for cruising, it would go 16 to, ooh, now we're at 11 again. It would go 16 to 19 or 18.5 and start stumbling and die. So we would move the screw a little bit toward the rich, maybe quarter of a turn, and then we could drive. It would be kind of like this, 11 to 13 range, or 10 to 13 range. So and also coasting down a hill with a foot off the accelerator, I would get stupid rich readings like 10.2, maybe 8, usually 10, 12, coasting down hills. Now, my understanding, if you're off the accelerator, the injectors are closed. But I think the injector seats were so bad that I'm going to turn the truck off. Turn this one light up. So I think the ejector seats were leaking. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it wouldn't. Sometimes we'd have that dead lean, stumble at cruising speed issue. So the last three tanks, the last tank, I ran ATF in the tank, and that helped a lot. That I don't think we ever had any issue in that tank. The tank before was no oil. That tank had all kinds of issues. So the tank before that was 2 quarts of ATF to 15 gallons of fuel. That one did pretty good. That was 3 tanks ago. 2 tanks ago was straight fuel. We had issues. Then the last tank was half a tank to a quart and a quarter, two, less than 2 quarts, more than 1 quart. That's all I can tell you. And that tank did really well. Smoked a bit, but it did really well. So I put 3 new tires on this truck. I put a flatbed on this truck. I put 4 spark plugs in this truck. New coil wires, new fuel injectors, and a bumper, and license plates, and some lights. And, the transmission speed sensor I've changed because I had no speedometer. So it's been an awesome truck. It doesn't owe me nothing. It beats riding a bicycle, or carpooling, or hiring a taxi. All of which I've done before. So, hey, it's good to see you guys. If you've stuck with me this far, I'm sorry to leave you hanging. I'm really busy. I can't promise a lot. But if I do remember to, I may shoot some video of the pageant of steam in Canandaigua, New York. I'm sure you guys would enjoy that if you're as much of a motorhead as I am. See you guys later. Have a good one.